Welcome to Main Street Minds with your host, Amish Munshi. This is where industry leaders and seasoned pros share their secrets to success beyond limits. Let's dive in.
Hello and welcome to Main Street Minds. Today we have a very special guest. I love the work Ramu does and helps us in actually succeeding and even in my own industry. So without any further delay, I'm very excited to announce Ramu over here from used to be Highbot, but much better and better name right now is Splashbot. So thank you, Ramu, for joining us today and share us the secrets of your success.
Sure. Thank you very much, Amish, for hosting the podcast. I have seen some of your podcasts, they are really amazing. And it's fantastic. You do so many of them. I haven't seen like a single individual do so many of them. And the insights that they have shared in is truly valuable. Hope I will be able to add some more to your collection and make it better.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think where the world is headed, right? There is science, then there is engineering, and then there is economics and commerce that comes in. So AI was pretty much automations and AI has been something sitting available forever. I would almost say like from 1970s, 1980s, there has been thought process about it. I think computing couldn't handle it. Systems were not ready, people were not ready. The environment was probably not ready for it. And only now things are starting to take traction. But tell us more about how you were able to lead this successful venture and like what got you started in doing Splashbot? Like, how did you think about this before anybody else was doing this?
Definitely. So it is Bot Splash. I know we sometimes call
Sorry.
the bot as Splash Bot, so you will see somewhere
Yeah.
bot, but the company name is Bot Splash. We started Bot Splash in 2017, 2018. So 2018 was our first launch, and it's been close to 8 years. Back then, the name of Bot Splash was little crazy, but it was the idea of our founder. Like she and I, we started together, and her perception was she was in the industry, in the financial space, and one thing she constantly have was observing was people are taking less and less calls, and
Yeah.
the messaging platforms were on rise, like WhatsApp was on rise, Facebook Messenger was on rise, and she realized that sooner or later we will have bots responding to most of the messaging, and you can do a lot of transactional work on top of messaging. That was her initial thought.
Hmm.
And we decided, hey, let's try. How about Facebook just came out with a messenger bot? Let's build a Facebook Messenger bot. That was our
Hmm.
first inception. So we built a Facebook Messenger bot. We tinkered at it. It's good, and we took it out to customers to show them. And immediately the customers started saying, "Hey, I want to have web chat on top of it. I want to have SMS on top of it." And soon, if you start listening to customers, we quickly
Yeah.
realize, hey, we are solving their core problems by aligning
Mhm.
our ideas.
Yeah.
And that's where we started. And within the first year, we realized, hey, this is something here to stay.
Yeah, so I would say the most important part of any successful business is listening to customers, right? And I think that's a very big success factor. I think which probably made you successful. And sorry for the name. I read Splashbot somewhere, so that's what I picked up. But Bot Splash is perfect. I think I like that name because it goes with the concept of like the bot being really important. And how easy was the transition, like from a technical perspective, like starting to develop something for Facebook, then having all these other channels, and then probably moving the entire thought process and the engine into outside of the bot and into a centralized place? Like, how easy is it to like architect something like this?
So I would more than, okay. So one thing we realized initial on is we launched to the customer successfully,
Okay.
but it was very apparent that bot was not at its caliber.
Mm-hmm.
Back in 2018, the capabilities, what bot could say, what
Oh yeah.
it was doing, we called it as like, hey, it will do somewhere between 70 to 80% accuracy.
Yeah.
And that was not good enough. And
Yeah.
we had to take many steps back and say, hey, we will not recommend the bot as the first thing. We will recommend bot for couple of predetermined things, and most of it would be handled by humans behind.
Yeah.
And till 2020, 2021, we have transitioned most of our conversations into humans, and humans have done up to 95% of conversations in the
Mm-hmm.
platform in 2021.
Mm-hmm.
In the last 2 years, the customers initially start feel comfortable once they start to see how the chat GPT works.
Yeah.
And even at this time, we are still at about 25 to 30% of his automated conversations,
Mm-hmm.
and still 70% is the core business drivers and the decisions are driven through humans. And
Yeah.
there's a reasoning behind it. Like, we work in high value space. Like,
Mm-hmm.
customer is making a decision on buying a car, buying a home, taking a loan. These conversations we cannot completely offload
Yeah.
a bot. Even today with ChatGPT, the financial decisions cannot be done. We
Yeah.
can determine the surface, we can determine the context, we can understand, hey, what their intent is. If they are not
Mm-hmm.
spamming, can do a lot of things. We can
Mm-hmm.
help them, guide them, but we do not want to make decisions as a system yet.
Yeah, and the person also, for some reason, there is always that one question they want that personal feel, right? Like, and these are big decisions, like especially like buying a car. It's there is no wrong answer. Like, I like a silver color Hummer versus a red color Honda Civic. Both are great
Yep, yep.
for the
And
right person.
yeah, when a human is giving that decision and understanding, they see from multiple lens. But if a bot has to do, even if it is right, we just don't want the bot, automated system, to make that decision yet.
Yeah, yeah.
And there is a gap in that. So that is the like the business side of things. Once we realized, hey, there is a gap, then we focused heavily on making it easier for all involved parties.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that has been our focus of, hey, just make it easier, convenient, comfortable. And in fact, our line is be where your customers are. So we
Yeah,
want to be everywhere where our clients' customers are. They are on Facebook, we'll be there. They are on Instagram, we have an Instagram app.
yeah.
They are on WhatsApp, we'll be on WhatsApp. They are on SMS, web chat call. So we be in that channel to reach
Mm-hmm.
customers at everywhere,
Yeah.
and make it easier for the agents. Agents, we do something as priority inbox. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
they will see only the things they need to immediately respond that relate to the revenue.
Yeah.
Opposed to, hey, I'm having these payments here, those all will be handled by the payments team.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. And even before you got started, like I think it was your partner's idea, and you brought it to reality, right? Like, what were you doing? How, like, what were your what like I saw you were also working for Microsoft for a while. Like, tell us a little bit about your journey. Like, how did like before doing What Splash?
Yep. And just to clarify, my partner, we are married. So
Okay.
it's a household project that
Okay.
got to fruition.
Oh,
So
nice, nice.
before we got started, like, I started my career in India, New Delhi.
Yeah.
That was my first job. I started back in when the web was booming. But within first couple of months in my first job, I felt so bored, I quit within
Yeah.
few months. And it was radical because most of my friends were still struggling to find a job.
Yeah.
Had a campus placement, but I couldn't feel the match.
Yeah.
Immediately, I realized is, hey, we have to do something that benefits. And I took a very low end job in a small startup that is upcoming. And quickly that company was at 25 people to 200 people within a span of an year.
Nice.
So that has helped me tremendously. We came here and
Mm-hmm.
we tried to sell the products, but during the dot-com bust, the
Yeah.
company had problems, and we ended up being a very monotonous work lifestyle.
Yeah. Yeah. And so from there, tell us the transitions that you did. Like, were you mainly on the engineering side, or you were always the
I was
entrepreneur?
always on the engineering side. It's great work, but very standard corporate lifestyle America. So
Yes.
that is the work, and
Yeah.
that is great, but it's not challenging enough. So one
Mm-hmm.
thing that has really helped in Charlotte, North Carolina, was it was budding technology groups.
Mm-hmm.
Meetups were quite getting popular.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, In the year of 2011, I attended every event that happened in Charlotte.
Yeah. Nice.
That is a game changer for me, because we hear like Microsoft coming up with Silverlight, AWS coming with so many products, this like Snowflake
Yeah.
comes with a product. We hear there's so many ideas, but one thing I realized very different is these products, what companies pitch is not always the thing that you should be doing.
Yeah.
Have to talk to real people, real network, real community in your area to
Mm-hmm.
understand how it relates and how it is useful. And many times I was fortunate to hear advice from so many people: don't do this. This is not something you want to do. Do this. This is something that has legs. Like was becoming popular.
Yeah. Yeah.
So once I realized it, hey, there is a different kind of development that can be done, unlike traditional corporate development, which used to take like 6 months to a year to release a patch or a product or a release.
Yeah.
I joined a very small company in Charlotte. Again, like that has been my formula, like work small where you are independent and can drive the
Yeah.
decisions. So that way one day you can actually drive the decisions. If you are working as somewhere in a large infrastructure company, you are just taking the orders.
Yeah, yeah, makes sense. And so I think that background and that mindset of doing something useful, I think that is what translated into having your own business, having your own company. Was it an easy transition from going from a job or a salary towards launching your own thing?
It is definitely not. I would not recommend it. I would not, after all these years, it's very painful. You have to think you don't have any safety net anymore. You are
Yeah,
not doing one thing. You have to do everything. You have to be knowledgeable of everything.
yeah,
Well, fortunately now ChatGPT helps for many folks who wants to do something. That is a great tool to do it. Back then, you have to learn how to do accounting. You have to learn how to
yeah.
do legal paperwork, how to do
Mm-hmm.
contracts, how to incorporate a company, how to do employee payrolls. Now there are softwares, but
Yeah,
still you would want, and there are businesses that does for you, but when you are bootstrapped and when you're doing all for yourself,
yeah.
that quickly adds up to your cost and your pressure. The money is the most important thing you want to preserve when you
Mm-hmm.
are small and when you are beginning. The frugal you are, the more resourceful and skillful you are,
Mm-hmm.
tools available that will stretch your runway. And that is
Yeah.
the most important thing you are working for is you have to stretch your runway until you are good product market fit. And once
Mm-hmm.
you have the product market fit, money flowing in, then you can get the help, you can train others, you can build the team, you can do all those things. But
Yeah.
in the initial days, you want to be very careful. Your days will be longer, but and a lot of uncertainties, but you still have to work with the same dedication and the commitment that
Yeah.
you still do.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So, tell us what does a day look like now? Like, are you still doing hands-on stuff?
My days depends. I try to focus on, have some weeks on focus on the marketing side of things. Like I try
Mm-hmm.
to split my day into half and half, so that way I'm not just doing one thing. Half day focus on the business side of it,
Mm-hmm.
and half day focus on the technology side of things. So we do
Nice.
have a team like in Charlotte. So earlier part of the day we focus on, hey, what is the technology roadmap? What we are doing for the technology side? And as
Mm-hmm.
we get into the day, I focus on little bit of marketing,
Mm-hmm.
and then rest of the day, that's where I actually enjoy doing the hands-on coding.
Yeah, yeah, it's always the thing, right? Like even I wanted to stay involved. I said like even though I've moved over to real estate, I was like, let me go and like tinker around with what is going on with AI. Like let develop my own thing. And I'm like that might limit me a little bit. I love doing this podcast. I get to know so many more people and I learn from others. So I still tinker around a little bit in a few things, but I think I love being able to speak with so many people and learn about what is working. So tell us about your future plans. Like where do you see Bot Splash? What are some of the features that you're implementing right now that are exciting?
Yep. So we have taken our approach has been not to do something grand in one go. We are very, very, very iterative.
Mm-hmm.
Everything do we do is iterative. In fact, we will be completing our 400th sprint. That is probably about uh, roughly 400 weeks of work.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll be in 6 weeks. Will be, and our approach has been launch a feature, launch a product, launch a, a small thing, push it out to the customers, see the feedback,
Yeah.
and if one works better, iterate
Yeah.
it better. And the ones that generates most value proposition for our customers, we
Mm-hmm.
emphasize time on them. The thing
Yeah.
that doesn't work out, so in the process, we have built like a bunch of products on
Mm-hmm.
top of BotSplash. We have a video chat very
Mm-hmm.
similar to Google Meet for our customers.
Nice.
We do pretty much on dashboard initially, but we do
Mm-hmm.
everything on mobile right now. So
Yeah.
agents have a mobile that they can take their conversations and the leads on the go. And
Yeah.
one of the exciting thing has been we have been restructuring our conversational AI,
Mm-hmm.
who very much agents for domains. So we
Mm-hmm.
are very heavily focused on bots that will solve a specific problem for a customer. So suppose
Okay.
we have a bot like which is a pre-qual bot that
Mm-hmm.
will qualify a customer all the way to until they are sign up.
Yeah.
And we have a soft fill bot like that will verify your credit check all the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then we are
Nice.
focusing on domain specific bots that are going to complete the transactions or
Mm-hmm.
the appointments. So a bot can engage all the way and schedule an appointment in
Mm-hmm.
our BookMe app. So we have an application called BookMe, which
Okay.
is very similar to any of the appointment calendaring application,
Yeah.
but it does like a lot more. Like, hey, it will schedule the person who is time, who is
Mm-hmm.
licensed for that state, who is taking that priority leads, who is how much quota is allocated them.
Yeah.
Take into account and book an appointment, and everything happens through text messaging. The customer would not even know, like, hey, he's actually checking
Yeah.
so many calendars, and then we are merging it up and give
Yeah.
the slots available for you.
Nice. Yeah, that is some really cool integration.
So yeah, that's what we have been working on. And we have launched earlier this year Voice AI, which
Mm-hmm.
does very similar to it. But our initial reaction to Voice AI was too expensive, too fragile,
Yeah.
very limited use. But we see that that is changing. Voice OpenAI came out with new version of Voice AI. 11 Labs came up with the newer version. They are much more promising. So that
Mm-hmm.
in our roadmap again to take a second look at it.
Yeah. Nice, nice. So, uh, going forward, like I think what I understand is you're going deeper rather than wider, right? Like you're going more specialized and into specific verticals.
Absolutely. So even the AI space, it is no longer when we started BotSplash,
Mm-hmm.
our idea was, hey, we will go across. it's a generic platform you can do for every vertical, but it is no longer the case. With the AI, one thing we have understood is AI, generic AI is for Anthropic, AWS, Amazon, Microsoft, for somebody like that.
Yeah.
Most of the businesses, it is a vertical deep solutions
Yeah.
to be very
Yeah.
domain specific.
Yeah. Even within lending, when I think about it, it's been 3 years I've been asking for one solution. It's like if I do private money mortgages, that all the existing systems have a mandatory field of what is my income. I'm like, as a private money lender, I don't care what's your income. Tell me about the property. Tell me about the rehab budget. I need specific stuff for me, rather than the general thing that's there in most mortgages.
Very true, very true. And that is where, and sometimes it's very hard for, uh, and even if you think, even in a customer for a general mortgage, it is not always the same thing. One customer,
Oh yeah,
and even in the AI space, many things like it's not like we buy a cookie from a box, like a big store box, like it will be same for everybody.
yeah,
Every customer operates differently. Every customer sees their business differently, and
yeah,
how they approach their customers is differently. So it
yeah.
makes us even, we have like three boxes. Here we say, do you want this small one, a medium size one? So we
Mm-hmm.
ask the customer literally, hey, which one you want? And
Yeah.
customer always picks the bigger one, and then only to realize, no, 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 we'll start with the small one and then we build on top of it.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like get something working first and then do more.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
That's absolutely the right way to do it.
Hmm. Yeah. So apart from Boss Splash, like what keeps you happy and busy right now?
I have a 13-year-old daughter.
Oh wow. Yeah, that might be
She
pretty busy time to good and busy time.
great times, and we have only limited time. So that's the most of my personal side of life.
Yeah, yeah. Like do you travel? Do you travel? Do you like hiking or what activities do you like?
Our beach is one of the common
We,
thing,
yeah,
and we live right in front of like uh, beautiful YMCA park. So
sweet.
YMCA has been a good part of our time nowadays,
Okay. Yeah,
working around. Otherwise, we travel a lot in North Carolina. So I'm
yeah,
from Charlotte, North Carolina, and we have both the mountains and the beach. So
yeah,
we are in one side or the other, and Charlotte falls right in between. So
yeah.
that's, I'm biased for North Carolina. So I try to travel mostly in North Carolina.
Nice, nice. Yeah. So, and currently, like, are you just going back to Bot Splash? Like, are your customers across USA or even international?
We are only in USA.
Okay.
We have customers across all states. We have in all the way from California to New York to Texas, Florida.
Nice.
We don't travel as much. Our founder, like she goes to events and meetings,
Yeah.
conferences, but we have been very limited on going to conferences and other places.
Yeah. Yeah. There's always so many things that are going on, right? Yeah. So, like just going forward, like where do you see yourself in like 5 to 10 years? Like what would be an ideal situation for you?
Yep. So that's a great question. So we ponder that question a lot. And from the technology space, we have been in the best times ever possible.
Yeah.
We had to struggle a lot to tell to customers, hey, this is how the future of conversation would be back in 2018.
Yeah.
And we had so many blank faces at us. Like, you really think like a system would respond to you back? No, no,
Yeah.
it's going to happen, but we struggled a lot to prove that. And even when the chat GPT came out, it was not very clear for the customers to know and adopt that it could happen. Only
Yeah.
recently, I think beginning of 2025, there is a radical shift. Everybody
Yeah. Oh yeah.
uh, a point like we have to do something on AI.
Yeah. Otherwise we won't exist.
Otherwise, we won't exist. So our trajectory looks strong,
Mm-hmm.
and we are looking for building more and more domain specific solutions, which is like we work in the insurance space, mortgage space, and
Mm-hmm.
automotive space. These
Yeah.
are the only domains we work in, and we are trying to emphasize provide meaningful solutions in that space.
Mm-hmm.
From the business growth standpoint, we are still fully bootstrapped. We are looking towards expanding and collaborating with partners and ventures to take
Mm-hmm.
it to next level. So that would be a roadmap, our roadmap item.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. So, yeah, as we come closer towards the end of this episode, are there like other points that you would like to share with the audience?
Yeah, absolutely. So there are some things that are very important. It's very easy to get comfortable for everybody in their current situation.
Yeah.
It's very easy to get monotonous and say, hey, I want to do the same thing over and over. Like even I can come to Bar Splash, I can release a feature over a feature over a feature. That will not scale and that will
Yeah.
not sustain. We live in a very dynamic world, like especially with the AI and the digital transformation that is happening. Everything is at stake. So we
Mm-hmm.
have to always think like 5 steps ahead and be uncomfortable with things and push the limits. So that is
Mm-hmm.
one thing everybody have to strive for. If
Mm-hmm.
not, they will be replaced. So that is one thing. And the opportunities are tremendous. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a great time to be we as we are in today.
Mm-hmm.
And the opportunity is there. So we just have to push our limits. So that will be what we have been internally striving for. What used to take us previously months, now it does get done in weeks.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing what computing and is able to do. And I think the even if the computing was able to do this couple of years ago, people have accepted saying 1 plus 1, if it gives me 2.1, it's still okay. It's okay. Like computers don't have to be rigid 1 0, right? Like little bit, if it's, yeah, if 1 plus 1 as 4, people may not accept it, but one plus one as 1.9 to 2.1, people have started being like okay with it. So the world is also starting to accept saying computers can be a little more personalized, a little less accurate, but a little more sensible,
Mhm.
a lot more sensible, I would say. I think the world is starting to accept that.
Yep. And even like in the similar way, how the computers you have mentioned, once like our team right now, like we have been like stay put team for like couple of years. Once the team comes together and coherently works together, the results that we produce are also multiplying. So the
Yeah.
beautiful effect that we have seen uh,
Mm-hmm.
lately is we used to struggle, hey, we have to do this. How can we come together as a team and deliver it? Now it has, since the team is everybody's domain specific
Mm-hmm.
expertise, so they can actually push far together than any single individual. So that's an effect that we would see with the AI and with the team. A small team can do really big things.
Yeah. Yeah. It's amazing what is possible and what the future holds for us.
Absolutely. Look forward to it.
Yeah, yeah. Sounds great. So yeah, thanks for coming on the show today. It's been extremely valuable to learn how to transition, like the mindset that's needed to succeed. And one of the important things that I learned today is like going deeper uh, into like specific, like specialized, right? Instead of being a general thing. And and another most important thing that I will ask everyone to like take away from this episode is listen to your customers. That's one of the most important things. Do what your customers are asking you to do, and like not just run with what is, just implement everything that's possible.
Absolutely. Like if I have to repeat that, we actually do meet with every customer almost alternate week.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Irrespective of like a big customer, small customer, we try to meet them every
Mm-hmm.
2 weeks so that we are in line with them. We
Yeah.
want to be there for them at any time. So
Mm-hmm.
for that, and we have seen like great results for our customers as well as
Yeah.
for ourselves. If customers succeed, we will definitely win.
Yeah. Yeah, makes sense. Sounds great. So thanks for coming. And how should people reach out to you?
Botsplash. It's my email is Ramu, Ramu at botsplash.com. Email
Yeah,
is the best approach, or LinkedIn. I'm always on LinkedIn. So
sure.
anybody can reach out on LinkedIn.
Sounds great. So yeah, just search for Godsplash, and it was the first name right there. So thanks Ramu for sharing your valuable time with us today and coming on our show.
Uh, Thank you, Amish. Pleasure.
Thanks.
That's a wrap on today's episode of Main Street Minds. Want to share your journey with our audience? Head over to mainstreetmindspodcast.com/guest to apply.